Okay, we're recording.
Alright, awesome. Pants are off.
Right. Why are you like this?
I don't think this video is long enough to address that, but would you like to know?
You know what? Let's save it for a live stream. Which, speaking of, I think I know what we can do for one today.
Alright.
And that is sort out this mess.
Oh, you mean Noah's Ark except from hell?
Yeah, Noah's Ark, except... Yeah, we'll go with from hell. I was gonna try to come up with some kind of clever pun about the different colored animals, but I have not had enough to drink yet tonight.
Well, turn on game sounds. It'll drive you to start chugging.
But yeah, I feel like what we need to do, we still need to figure out the villager breeder is a big part of what we need to do. But we got to make room for it first. The thing is like
Yeah.
I'm sure that knowing how things
Yeah.
have been so far, 1.14 will accidentally make villager breeding easier before it actually comes out. But I'm not going to risk that. And I would just like to have a stockpile of
No.
villagers already bred slash beheaded before we even reach that point.
Yeah, that is villager heads,
Yep.
zombie villager heads, and witch heads.
Exactly, yeah.
Which
And
is
then
way
on
too
top
much
of it,
product to want to mess around with.
exactly.
People have
And
died
then
for
on top of
less.
it, I want to make sure we have at least like 3 or 4 of each type of villager like sitting around, like outside of loaded area preferably, so we may want to create like a nice little rail in whatever's the opposite direction of the swamp. Exactly. Because
Nice
I
little
feel like
resort.
there's a pretty good chance we might get individual villager type heads in the data pack because since Hench is rewriting it for 1.14. Since they actually, you know, look significantly different now.
Rad. Okay.
So with that in mind, we need to make space for the breeder. And with that in mind, we need to sort out whatever's going on around here. But yeah, the rest of the place, though, I feel like we need to make a nice pass-through of some form on this side here. So fix what we've got here. We said we were going to turn this into storage underneath the stairs at some point and never did. And
yes, we also need to fix the stairs because I hate these stairs.
yeah, those stairs are pretty bad. And we also want to go ahead and create multiple pens for the different animal types. So we may be best just going ahead and blasting out all the walls on this floor. And yeah, just kind of recorralling them.
Yeah, I'd say we have to treat this like a used car lot. Everything must go.
Okay.
And then once we have a clean state that has been purged by heavenly fire, get a new.
All right.
It's flood time, baby.
Please do not lava the animals. We worked too hard to get them out here.
I make a lot of sacrifices for you.
So 2.5 hours of live stream later, I present to you Noah's Ark, if Noah couldn't count. We have 16 pens for the sheep, for one for each color. We have a giganimous cow pen, which Moth has plans to turn into another... I forgot the name of your beef thing again.
The meat saya.
Another meat saya.
Yes, but only if we salvage the head. So this is going to be the meat saya of head cheese, I guess? Wait, no, that's okay. So
No.
here are the mushrooms.
Yeah, there's the figs. There's the
That's
mushrooms over there.
yeah.
We have llama pens. We
Again, one
have
for each color.
yep, one for each color of horses. And one for donkeys. We figure we'll just breed mules as we want them. This big pen here is kind of reserved for 1.14 mobs, so it'll be like foxes and
Pandas,
pandas,
ocelots, maybe.
ocelots if we need to. I'm worried that we're gonna need to get an actual like enclosed space for the foxes because they jump, but I don't know if they jump if they don't have something to pounce on. So we'll have to wait and
Or if
see.
they're tame. Yeah, it's a lot of question marks.
Yep.
That's why I'm not committing anything to the space right now.
Exactly. For right now, it's just the imaginary panda zone. And we will not be doing actual cat and dog pens because they're tameable. Instead, downstairs is going to get kind of devoted to cats and dogs. We haven't really drilled this area out yet.
I am going to make the most adorable cat playroom somewhere in here, and it's going to be at once the most weird. Wait, Mothman did that, and yet the most on-brand thing.
That's the I eagerly await it. I look forward to a ridiculous amount of cat trees and stuff. Um, and then over here is Evoker Senpai,
Poker Senpai.
who will be our Vex Farm eventually, once we figure things out. We do have a spare Evoker still, somewhere out in the wilderness, just in case the Creeper Blast can reach this guy, but I think that dropping the creepers in this corner will work, but we'll see that later.
Yeah.
That
We're
is
gonna.
in the future.
That is another episode that, if I'm lucky, will happen after the heat death of the universe.
He's not looking forward to it. I, on the other hand, I this entire operation to me is just for the sake of eventually getting the Vex heads. So, I mean, the money along the way is nice, but don't get me wrong. But then the last ingredient of this entire thing is this tube, and this tube is going to bring villagers from up there to down there. Now, mind you, they're going down there from nothing at the moment. We have no breeder of any form set up here. The upstairs is still completely devoid except for a now abandoned turtle room. And Melvin! Hi, Melvin. I know your information desk is nowhere near as snazzy. You can put that thing away, okay?
It's only temporary, Melvin. We're gonna move you. Also, there's this third evoker here, which we almost let out one time, and
One
hopefully
time.
will not do again.
Yeah. Uh,
We're
yeah,
not
he
good at this.
can go ahead and stay in his closet for the moment. But yeah, the goal here is going to be setting up some kind of villager breeder, and we're honestly probably just going to go with the more basic the better kind of a situation here. And let the babies fall down the hole and go land in some water on top of the beacons, and we'll set up a nice pool for them to hang out in down there, and then some kind of nice sorting system for them afterwards.
Yeah,
But
I think I'm gonna make a nice little beach resort downstairs for them.
that'll be adorable. The sorting system is not going to be your typical villager sorting system because this is not going to be a thing of sorting them out for good trades, although we still might double check any librarians as they come through. This is going to be sorting them into what kind of victims they're going to be. So once they're down here, we'll be channeling the babies off into different rooms according to their assigned fates. Some of them will be taken outside to Zeppy and become witches. We'll make sure we only do those one or two at a time so we don't have any repeats of the witch hole.
The infamous, horrible witch hole. Sometimes in my dreams, I can still hear witches cackling and then throwing potions, and then
It's
throwing more potions, slowly driving me insane.
in a never-ending circle of potions.
There's some that are just going to go straight up this water chute over here into the blasting chamber and then blown up.
So
But
those
then,
those will become villager heads straight up. Yep. Then the last few of them will be brought out into this hole here and just kind of left to chill during the night. We'll let zombies
oh,
find their way to them.
oh, I think we can do better than that. Come here. I don't know how yet, but welcome to Gay Baby Jail.
This is a bit more literal of jail than Gaby jails usually are.
Yeah, but the door thing's over anyway. So this is the already built-in prison section, and I figure we had so many problems of zombies and creepers spawning in here in the first place that I think we could turn this into a decent small-scale mob farm darkroom. Set up some lighting so that we can kind of turn it on and off whether we need the roof or not. And then we can use this to farm up some zombies, shepherd the zombies into a killing zone in here, and then drive those zombies out to the yard, into the hole, and then they go boom.
Okay. Yeah, we could definitely go ahead and do
Yeah.
that. I was
Maybe take out the wall and then sort of have a roof leading to the blasting hole so that we can funnel them in conveniently and without worrying about sunlight.
yeah, that feels fair enough.
So I'm thinking, you're the one who knows how to make things in Minecraft that work. So you do the villager breeder, and I will start working on the downstairs and making it look like something weirdly cute for the horrible, grim fate that is about to befall them.
Okay. Okay, yeah, now that you've clarified that you meant a villager breeder, that is something I am capable of making that works. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do exactly that. Sounds like a plan.
Rad.
All right. So we have the basic frame of this villager breeder. What's going to happen here is we're going to get ourselves a few villagers, including at least one brown coat up here, to go ahead and be farming. Don't worry, the doors are yet to come. We'll get
Farming and fucking.
yes. Yes, which is
Go
why
on.
we need to make sure there's some doors so that they will indeed do the fucking. Um, the idea is that we'll put something around the outside that means that the adults can't get out, but the babies theoretically can. Now, we can just wait for the babies to be dumb enough to fall off the edge, but there's an easier solution to that too.
There is?
Yes. If I turn on hitboxes, you may notice that Mothman has to get pretty freaking close to me for me to be able to see his eye line here. So that actually, the fact that I can still see it at all means that actually I've messed this up and need to go,
Maybe not. Villagers are taller than.
not by enough, like, they're still gonna get scared off if they get right up next
Oh,
to.
okay.
So I believe that I have messed that up slightly and then it needs to be like that. No, it's somewhere in between. But yeah, the babies on the other hand would be able to see fairly easily and are gonna freak out and run off. The idea here. So,
And then ideally, they're set to run off
yep.
into water traps that then feed them down into the hole.
And we give them these lovely little trapdoors to run off of, which I am doing all wrong, and we're gonna have some technical difficulties off screen where I flip these back over because I forgot about the fact that these were gonna go up. So yeah, the stairs not working as adorably as I'd hoped. Um, but we'll make it work. I am gonna go ahead and get rolling on things as far as the trapdoors and fencing this whole thing in so that they're contained once they fall instead of us just having a room full of toddlers. Uh, and we're also going to be on a lookout for any pigmen to come through that right there because that is who's going to be going in the middle there is pigmen. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, so I've got the ground plowed up there. I still need to go ahead and get some carrots put in. I have built sides to it until I ran out of fences to use on it. So I'm gonna go get some more fences and everything. But first, I realized that I keep forgetting to knock things off the checklist.
Maybe you should add check the checklist to the checklist.
You're lucky that there are two floors separating us right now.
Am I?
Yes.
Think about every time you've hit me that we've worked here. I have dogs all over this place.
Yeah, and think of how many UHCs I've done. You remember what happened last time?
That was I all that was a close fight with none dogs.
You now that you've seen that from my perspective, are you really going to tell me that was a close fight?
I don't watch your videos. Screw off.
All right. Anyway, we have in fact done the creeper route switcher. Wow, I forgot haste is on. We've loaded the creepers, so that's also done. We have now also separated the passive mobs, and we have the end blasting area done. Things we do not have done: moving the staircase, drowned conversion hole. Although the elevator kind of works as an accidental one.
No, we don't need a drowned conversion hole. We have the drowned thing outside.
Eh?
We have that big chamber out in the ocean that we
All
load
right.
dolphins and drowned into.
All right, so that is cut off there. Okay.
Yeah. That was
We
a spontaneous plan of yours.
yeah, that is fair. All right, we've got the rail to the stronghold to do, underground blasting area, rail to underground, beach blasting area.
We have
Uh,
that.
yeah, I guess we kind of do have that. Route to snowy area, stronghold blasting area. We don't have yet. Slime farm? Question mark. Spider dispenser.
Uh, I think that's referring to the multiple spider spawners I found,
Okay, probably, yeah.
like directly underground, almost.
Yeah, that probably is that. Which I don't have anything about the skeleton spawner put on there.
That is going to be filtered through the stronghold blasting chamber.
Yeah, but
We're going to try to optimize slime, skeletons, and things.
yeah, but I figure it can't hurt to like list it out individually so that we can remember it as a specific task we can do.
Yeah,
Route to desert area and rabbits? Question mark.
that's going
Now,
to suck.
yeah, I think snowy and desert and rabbits, we'd all agreed, like, probably not worried about actually transporting creepers here or there from here. Um, like just going ahead and making blasting pits in the wild and getting creepers in the wild, but
Yeah,
we should still find ideal areas and like make blasting
absolutely.
areas in those places. So, oh, you know what else I need to put on the list here?
That
Oof.
depends. Have you followed my suggestion of putting
For putting what?
check the checklist onto the checklist?
Wait right wherever you are. Like just stay wherever you are.
Nope. No. 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 Do not. Do not.
I logged in the next afternoon to some very good news. Mothman has caught something that we need very dearly to get this villager breeder done. However, since Mothman's the one who caught it, I'm very scared to find out what this guy is named. Creepy Steve. His name's Creepy Steve. You know, honestly, given all the things that he could have been named, that's pretty non bad. Oh, wait, I want to move the bed, which I guess Moth already moved. Oh. Because yeah, I'm gonna take the shortcut back home. And the reason we're taking the shortcut home is because while I would love to say that I got on, go ahead and work on the villager breeder, that's just not the case. I got on because we have just found out some very bad news about 1.14. And that is that they have gone ahead and nerfed the iron farms again, which we kind of were expecting was going to come. But that doesn't make the news any easier. And frankly, I should probably be worrying about my other server right now as far as iron goes, because we still haven't built the actual iron farm on there properly. Like, it's still just using a basic 40 villager village. But, you know, there's definitely a lot more people on this server and a lot more of them doing technical stuff, so the lack of iron is a far more pressing issue. The thing is, there's only 2 shops on the server that sell shulker boxes, and as one of the people running one of those 2 shops, I feel like it is my civic duty to provide those to the server when needed. Given the situation, it's going to be very, very much needed. We do still have some shulkers in the system here, but they're actually running pretty low. I don't know where they're going because people are supposed to put them back. But they may just have been being put back in crummy places. Yeah, like that's not necessarily the best option for where they should be. As long as I'm going to be over here, I'm going to go ahead and go hit rebuild on this. Now this farm was built by Equinox Pi, and it is the Project FE Lite, I believe. It is one of those farms like the Iron Phoenix that has to rebuild in order to work, but that means that it's not tying up your spawn chunks. So the plan is go ahead and recruit some other people to help constant sources of AFK for the next few days. And hopefully if we can get a whole double chest of iron blocks, well, shulkers of iron blocks going, that will last us. And then of course people can supplement with the iron that they actually find. But I am going to go ahead and do my duty as the owner of the shulker box store and provide shulkers to this operation because it's in pretty sore need of them. I've come back from that's what, about 12 hours worth of AFK, about 12 and a half. And needless to say, we have quite a lot of iron. So I'm going to spend a few minutes going ahead and putting it all into blocks and then setting aside enough of it for the beacons that are going to be going into the highways in the nether. Then we're going to head over to continue working on the mansion with Mothman, who is over there doing some kind of tomfoolery as we speak. Hi.
Hi, you said we were recording the rest of the video, and I wanted to make sure you got a really nice shot of my ass.
I'm sure I can come up with a witty comeback to that, but like, that was too good.
Uh,
That was a good one. All right, so what did you get done while I was gone?
I worked on making sure that the bottom floor landing is as exquisite and as perfect a resort getaway for our victims as we can get. Welcome to the beach.
The place is cute. There's definitely, and I appreciate the method of catching them when they fall.
Yeah, that's, now they're just going for a swim. We've got a nice little sunrise view over there.
Yeah.
Got free drinks over at the bar, a lifeguard to make sure the kitties don't drown.
This
Uh,
this is gonna be
we have
hilarious.
I didn't touch the jail because we don't know how we're dealing. And
Okay.
then here we have the Rad Academy School for Beach Wizards and Beach Witches. This is where we will contain anything that needs to be zapped or turned into a zombie. Over here we've got Keanu Reeves teaching the class. And over here, special guest cameo.
Oh my god, you did that. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
then we
And then I built out the extension room so we can funnel our victims and or zombie villains here through the hole. The hole is now sunproofed and has sticky pistons up top so that when we need to open it for lightning, we can open it for lightning.
nice. Very nice. Okay.
Things actually got done.
Yeah, I applaud you.
And not all of them were the dumbest thing.
I mean, a lot of them were the dumbest thing, but it was pretty freaking wonderful. I really appreciate it. Oh, this is good. This is definitely good. Yeah.